And they're off over 6 furlongs. Chempedak Bay down the inner in an orange jacket. Has to be bustled up to make the most of a good draw. A little slow in gathering stride. Rahman with the red cap towards the rear. Wild Extravagance and a sheepskin noseband away well with the favourite, the white-faced Yorkee Sabee. And at the end of a furlong and a half, it's Yorkee Sabee who goes on to Wild Extravagance. And then Blagger with the stars on the sleeves. Wootton Vale is out wide in a blue and white jacket. Face of Glory in mid-division as they approach halfway from Fine Example, the Bay Silks and Port Paradise out wide. Then Chempedak Bay working back to Rahman, reinforced, and it's a steep learning curve for Mr. Orange at the back of the field, 2 lengths adrift and pushed along. Within the ascent for home then, just over a quarter mile to travel, and Yorkee Sabee is kicking on here and has readily gone 5 or 6 lengths clear from Wild Extravagance. Then up into third, Port Paradise, the white cap, but in truth few as I'm behind at this stage are landing a blow, and it's Yorkee Sabee who climbs towards the last furlong, 4 lengths clear. Wild Extravagance is still chasing, just inching a little bit closer now. They're well away from Port Paradise. Yorkee Sabee from Wild Extravagance, they've been on the sharp end from the outset, and the well-backed Yorkee Sabee is going to make most to win and win readily. Yorkee Sabee from Wild Extravagance, Fine Example ran through for third, and Late Promise from Mr. Orange up into fourth.
The horses with experience have dominated our opening race of Pontefract, and the favourite, Chris, Yorkee Sabee, it all was pretty straightforward for the son of Teofilo.
Yeah, it was, and he's put that experience to good use. He stretched them out from a long way from home. He's got onto the inside rail, but that was no advantage as this race went. He'd have won whatever. The second horse, Wild Extravagance, has probably stepped up a little bit from that debut promise and has just found one too good, but the winner had form in some fairly strong maidens. Just looking behind, a couple of bits of encouragement, most notably from Mr. Orange, who makes a few late gains to finish in fourth spot in the end. He's from a stable that in the since 2010, Paul Midgley's 0 from 67 with 2-year-old debutants, so not a great deal can be expected. He had a bad draw, a wide trip, was very green, and yet he's still, although he's been well beaten, shown a little bit amongst the rest of the pack to finish in fourth. Fine Example, another one with experience, has finished third. So 1, 2, 3 all had racecourse experience. We're talking about limited promise in behind, because the